I announce the start of the fourth game of the night. Your lovely host and birdie is Miss Reggie. And everyone please adopt the night position. Night falls upon the city. Number one, please choose your card. Playing the next year.
Dancing there by the record machine. I knew he must have been about 17. Strong, playing my favorite song, and I could tell it would be long that he was with me, yeah me, and I could tell it would be long that he was with me, yeah me, singing. I love rock and roll, spend no time in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll, spend no time and dance with me. Smiled so I got up and asked for his name. That don't matter, he said, 'cause it's all the same. I said, can I take you home where we can be alone? And next we were moving on, he was with me, yeah me. Next we were moving on, he was with me, yeah me. Singing, I love rock and roll, spend no time in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll, spend no time and dance with me. Take you home where we can be alone. Next we were moving on, he was with me, yeah me, and we'll be moving on.
The roles
and
have been
singing that
decided.
song, yeah, with me.
And as the music gets more techno and the night grows darker, Mafia Don awakens and Mafia members awaken. You have 1 minute to make your plan.
I get to know your name. Well, to trace your private number, baby. All I know is that's me. You look like it, that's a man. I open up your loving arms. I was has emphasized on you. I know what else to do. I've got to have my way now, baby. All I know is that's me. You look like you're having fun. Open up your loving arms. Watch out here. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a red baby.
10 seconds.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a red baby. Right round.
Mafia go back to sleep. Sheriff awakens if they so wish. Thank you, Sheriff.
I got to be your
Morning arises in the city. May the stronger team win. We start our discussions today with player number 1, Miss Phoenix. You have 1 minute.
Thank you. Okay, what I can say is player number 1. I was trying to think of something that I don't have any crazy stories as usual. To be honest, my job's quite boring. My day was a long day. I have class. I'm finishing a diploma in civil construction, so we had a lot of maths. Yeah, a lot of maths. It was a change of career. I did something back in Colombia, but migration stuff here, so it's almost 2 years, 2 more months, and that's it. I'm done finally. So what else I can say? Lecture assessment that I couldn't finish totally because I have to run to get here in time, but I'll finish probably my day off on Friday. What else I can say? I'm playing with you, number 6.
10
Number
seconds.
2, we will see what happened because you broke my heart last time. So, what else can I say? I'm a red citizen, and I hope this time
And thank you, Miss Phoenix. That's your minute. We move on to player number 2, Miss Candy. Your minute.
I want to nominate number 1. I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, I thought her speech was very red up until the end. I feel like, but yeah. Anyway, maybe it's a bit early, so I'll hold off on that. Yeah. Otherwise, I like number 1's speech. It was definitely very red in the beginning, and yeah, there's nothing else to analyse other than that. I'm a red citizen, and I'm here for the red citizens, whoever they may be. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Good luck, everyone. Pass.
Thank you, Miss Candy. We move on to player number 3, Mr. Rat. Your minute.
Speaking of assessment, yeah, I've got one Tuesday and then the lecture. It's very helpful, those lectures, especially when they hint here's the answer for like a reference. And then, yeah, but I don't know really what to say because I'm tired. Red. I'm not getting any energy there. Yeah, pass.
Thank you, Mr. Rat. We move on to player number 4, Mr. Hemlock. Your minute.
To be honest, I didn't pick up anything from players 1, 2, 3, so I don't have anything to contribute, so I'll pass.
Thank you, Mr. Hemlock. We move on to player number 5, Mr. Ross. Your minute.
Well, out of prison again. I have many interesting stories from inside, but I'll save them for another day. More or less, glad to be out, but you know, I think what's really important to just start off from the beginning is, you know, that famous saying, 3rd time's a charm. Last time I came out of prison, wasn't quite ready. I went back in. I hadn't quite converted to the red side, but I have officially converted now. I'm very red. I'm very much a citizen, and I'm very relaxed. I'm looking forward to being good for once. So, honestly, like I feel like it's really hard to tell. 3 and 4 would probably be, if anyone was slightly less red, it would be them. But again, it's hard to tell. 3 is a bit tired. 4 is kind of unusual because usually Mr. Hemlock has a lot of things to say. But yeah, it struck me as strange that he didn't have much to say this time, so maybe slightly grey. But yeah, apart from that, I'm done.
And
Pass.
thank you, Mr. Ross. We move on to player number 6, Miss Frenchie. Your minute.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, wow. I'm a red citizen, and I hope the city will win. One, I will play with you, but that's just for the joke. But at that stage, I will play with you, and we'll see. Number 2 as well. Number 3, you did not give me anything, so at the moment I'm not gonna play with you. But you're not really dark or red. You're more in the grey zone for now. Same for number 4. Number 5, very enthusiastic, but kind of the same as the previous game. So anyway, dark players. So at the moment I'm not gonna play with you, but that might
10
change.
seconds.
Other than that, let's go, let's win. Hopefully I'm not gonna die. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's it.
And thank you, Miss Frenchie. That's your minute. We move on to player number 7, Mr. Dino. Your minute.
It's hard. Oh, good morning. Forgot to say. Yeah, because everyone sounded red for me, to be honest. I'm red as well. I'm red. If I really need to pick one, I would say maybe Emily. But it can be tied. It can be tied against. You just spoke differently. I feel like. Maybe also number 1.
10 seconds.
You don't have much eye contact with others.
And thank you, Mr. Dino. That's your minute. We move on to player number 8, Miss Marba. Your minute.
Thank you. So far I'm playing number 1, number 4, 5 and 6. I will explain. So one just because nothing bad. Number 4 because I think that on the dark card he would probably try a little bit harder. Number 5, I think he is much more relaxed than before, even though so it looks like the same jokes, and he actually tried to make analysis. So he put 3 and 4 in a gray area, which was like logical. So number 6 as well pick up the same things, which is good. And for number 7, for example, speech of number 4 was read.
10 seconds.
Why? So you should explain, because number 4 had a very short speech. If you find him read, you would rather have to tell. Number 2.
And thank you, Miss Marva. That's your minute. We move on to player number 9, Mr. Amerigo. Your minute.
Good morning, everyone. I'm a red citizen, and today is the day, the rare day where I can pick to my team number 8 straight away. And yeah, because I fully agree with her explanation, her vision, and yeah, I feel that number 3 and 4 need to be checked probably later. I'm playing with number 6. I like your vibes, and number 7 is quite sounds strange, and with his analysis and his opinion anyway about number 4. The number just read speak what I can't
10 seconds.
Can't calculate aloud and summarize. Yeah, and let's see what happened after.
And thank you, Mr. Amerigo. That's your minute. We conclude today's discussions with player number 10, Miss Fortune. Your minute.
Good morning, everyone. Number 1, I listened to a speech. It's difficult to say now. Number 2, number 3, I didn't really like your speech. At least it didn't give me a red color this time. So number 3, I don't know. Are you covering like being tired last time, this time? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. You don't just put more influence to the table, so we see your red color. Otherwise it looks dark. I'm sorry. And
10
number
seconds
4
left.
also. I don't know if dying. Are you okay? Can't see your red color. I don't know. It's like you're
And
gray
thank
to
you,
me.
Miss Fortune. That's your minute. That concludes the discussion for today, and night falls upon the city. As the night grows darker, the vicious mafia raises their pistols and moves past the players. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Mafia John awakens and looks for sheriff.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop, chop, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not to like of imitation. Just get what's into the reservation.
Sheriff awakens and looks for mafia.
This pump, the feeling that you stay for. In time, I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Knocked out the boy.
Everyone remains in their position. Player number 7, you may remove your blindfold. Best guess.
2, 9. Sorry, I need a few more seconds. I think it's number there. I would say 10.
2, 9 and 10 accepted. You may go back to sleep. Morning rises in the city. Unfortunately, we have bad news. Mafia is in our town, and player number 7 was unfortunately shot. And player number 7, you have 1 final minute.
I would say the only person I can if I was if I was still alive, I'll probably play with number 8, because she was trying to get me up, and then if she was Mafia, she wouldn't do that if she's gonna kill me. Well, I think it's bad. I just said number 2, 9, 10. I feel number 9 more dark vibe. Yeah, pass. Sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Dino, and please give him a round of applause. We start today's discussions with player number 2, Miss Candy. Your minute.
Okay, so I'm definitely suspecting number. Oh, this is really hard. Number 8, I'm most suspicious of, so I nominate number 8.
Number 8 accepted.
They suspected Dino, and Dino is now gone. And yeah, I just think it's very, very, very highly 99% suspicious. Number 1 is darker for me. Number 10 could be darker. I feel like they're playing a bit different compared to other games. Number 6 looks guilty to me. I know everyone's reading her as like a good, a good player, but you're just coming off as, I don't know, I'm just sensing something, and then, yeah. Sorry, that wasn't very good pay, but no, I don't know, just like everyone's trusting
10
me,
seconds.
but I'm just not really sold. No, yeah, number 5, I'm not sure, grey. 4 is red, very bored.
And thank you, Miss Candy. That's your minute. We move on to player number 3, Mr. Rat. Your minute.
Oh, number 4's got a really strong poker face going on. It's just completely neutral. Strong poker face there, so probably red, I reckon. Number 9, just casually waving away, probably more dark, but just like, it's like, so I don't know, and it is your turn now. I've seen you more red than Mafia, so maybe it was that lucky time. You're Mafia now, I don't know, but more Mafia. No.
10 seconds.
5, it's the same history, so probably more Mafia. Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Rat. We move on to player number 4, Mr. Hemlock. Your minute.
Still don't have any strong opinions, so just work with whoever and I'll pass.
Thank you, Mr. Hemlock. We move on to player number 5, Mr. Ross. Your minute.
I'd like to work with Miss Mumba, player number 8. I find she's very red. I mean, she's really experienced in this town, so it's always hard to tell, but she does seem very red. An analysis so far has made a lot of sense. 2 kind of give me a little slightly darker vibes, because she's like throwing shade to Miss Mumba, just because she like made a little bit of a accusation against Mr. Dino. And to be fair, I was a little bit suspicious of him to start with, because usually he talks more, and he wasn't talking so much yesterday, so I was a bit suspicious too, so I wouldn't be ready to throw Miss Mumba under the bus. Mr. Rat, nominations, honestly, I'm going to nominate number 2.
Number 2 accepted.
Yeah, Mr. Rat maybe a little bit more on the darker side too,
10
because he
seconds
threw
left.
shade at me and I don't really understand why right at the end there. I don't like that. But yeah, for me, like, still not any strong opinions, but probably number 2 I'd be most suspicious of. So yeah, I'll pass.
And thank you, Mr. Ross. We move on to player number 6, Miss Frenchie. Your minute.
First of all, Dino is my favorite, and I'm very sad he's not here anymore. Other than that, player number 2, you're weird to me. I think, I don't know if it's that you're not reading well, or I don't know, but like, your analysis did not understand it at all. So yeah. Number 3, you're very suspicious to me as well, so I'm gonna nominate number 3.
Number 3 accepted.
And I'll see later who I'm voting for, but yeah, I don't think you're giving us much. Your analysis, I did not really agree with it, so for now, you're definitely more on the dark side for me.
10 seconds.
Number 4, what's going on? You need to give us a bit more because otherwise you'll be very suspicious. And number 5, at the moment, I think I would like to play with you.
And thank you,
but-
Miss Frenchie. That's your minute. We move on to play number 8, Miss Mamba, your minute.
Thank you. So, do you really think that if I were Mafia and I knew that we're gonna kill Dina, I would ask the only person to check was number 7?
You did it.
Warning,
No.
Miss
I
Mnabigo.
would be a little bit, because I was not Mafia. That's actually proof that I am not Mafia, number 9. You should understand this. So I nominate number 9,
Number 9 accepted.
but just for your logic. But I probably will vote against number 2. I'm not sure. Maybe number 9. I will see who's gonna vote against number 2. Or I'll just throw away my vote to someone else. So I'm playing so far. I'm playing 4,
10
5,
seconds.
6, 1 for sure. And I have no suspicions about number 10. And number 9, I think he's
And
red.
thank you, Miss Mamba. That's your minute. We move on to play number 9, Mr. Mnabigo, your minute.
Good morning. It's yeah. I can't explain why Mamba voting for me because I haven't talked yet. So yeah, it's quite suspicious.
Because you were aggressively against me.
No.
Warning, Miss Mamba.
My point is you just spoiled the check for this one. But to say the truth, I also found number 7 suspicious. But the last sign, yeah. But the last sign was check the 7, check the 7. And yeah. So what I think about our city, I will not go against second because all of the table looking on the team. I will vote
10
against.
seconds.
I nominating number 4
Number 4
just in
accepted.
case if somebody thinking he could be a mafia, but I'm not sure. So I don't have so much
And thank you,
choices.
Mr. Mnabigo. That's your minute. We move on to play number 10, Miss Fortune, your minute.
Guys, seriously, what's going on here? Like, playing against each other, just confusing red like citizens. I don't know. 1 is red for me. I will vote number 2. Sorry, you just I don't know. You gives me like dark vibe. You're not behaving red color. So number 3 as well. What's going on? Number 4, I don't know. Is it your strategy? Just you don't have to protect yourself because you know you're red. I'm not so sure what's going on. I hope your strategy will work. Number 5, definitely playing with you. You completely changed your first speak.
10 seconds.
Second speak like really good. I like it. However, we know you can lie and. I'm playing with number 6 as
And
well.
thank you,
Yeah.
Miss Fortune. That's your minute. We are finalising our speeches today with player number 1, Miss Phoenix, your minute.
Okay, what I can say. Now I get confused a little bit because I was going towards number 2 was weird because she actually pointed out that what Mamba did was not define her as a red player, say that's number 9. So they could be playing together because actually what Mamba did was correct. Like she was asking to check. So how we're gonna like someone be suspicious of that and being mafia and us actually to check him? It's like he was a red player. I'm pretty sure about it. It's like the first 9. So between 2 and 9 so far. 3, you got something weird going on, but I'm not pretty sure for you because you're more dark than actually red to me, to be honest. Just because you
10
just
seconds.
judge her about it, it's like so weird. So 4, he's not giving us anything. 5, you kind of relax, would say. 6, you're on my team.
And thank you, Miss
you.
Phoenix. That's your minute. That concludes the discussion portion of the day. We now move on to the nomination portion of the day. Please remove all hands and elbows from the table and no gesturing is allowed from now on. We have quite a few players up for nomination. We have 5. So the players up for nomination are player number 8, number 2, number 3, number 9, and number 4. I'll repeat. Number 8, number 2, number 3, number 9, and number 4. Who would like to vote player number 8? 1, thank you. Who would like to vote player number 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, thank you. Who would like to vote player number 3? 0 votes, thank you. Who would like to vote player number 9? 0 votes, thank you. And who would like to vote player number 4? 1 vote, thank you. So someone did not vote. Someone did not vote. It was you. So your vote will go to player number 4 then. So unfortunately, player number 2, you had the most votes, so you are put to prison. You have 1 final minute.
You guys voted out the sheriff, so that's unfortunate. I checked 7 because 8 told me to check 7, so I checked 7 and then he got eliminated. So that's all I can tell you guys. So.
Why did you wait until we voted?
Second warning.
I don't know, wait, because I don't know what you want me to do. Like, you guys already majority voted for me. What? I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. But yeah, 1, 10, 8 is, or maybe not 8, 1, 10 suspicious, 6. Oh, you're okay, you're passionate. I'm 5 suspicious. I don't know. Let's go there. Maybe 3. Pass.
Thank you, Miss Candy. Give her a round of applause if she's yelling. Night falls upon the city.
Next is black.
Morning arises in the city. Unfortunately, Mafia were precise, and player number 5, Mr. Ross, you were killed. You have 1 final minute.
Well, that's unfortunate. At least you know I was being honest now. I think maybe the sheriff could be fake, possibly. It's always a possibility, so just bear that in mind. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I'm sure Miss Mumble will be able to help everyone out there and explain all the intricacies. And yeah, I don't know, it's a bit unfortunate that I'm passed away. Who am I feeling a bit suspicious about? Probably like 9, maybe. I don't know why, just the way you were speaking. But like I say, like I'm just not fully convinced. But yeah, I'd probably just go with 9 and possibly 3, possibly Mr. Rat. But yeah, I can't say for honest. But yeah, just keep in mind maybe the sheriff's fake, or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm a good guy and I'm going to lay down. So goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. Please give a round of applause as he's now leaving our table. We start our discussions today with player number 3, Mr. Rat. You have 1 minute.
Experienced. Novice. Experience. Who? No, I'm not. I still think number 9 is probably more Mafia for me. I think chances are one Mafia is probably gone.
Who's gone? Who's Mafia gone?
Second warning, Mr. Mergo.
Anyone's probably number 3.
7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mine.
And thank you, Mr. Rat. That's your minute. We move on to player number 4, Mr. Hemlock. Your minute.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hemlock. We move on to player number 6, Miss Frenchie. Your minute.
Okay. First of all, my dear neighbor, we miss you. Second, number 3 makes no sense. Like, how come the mafia could be gone? Like, she's the sheriff, and I truly believe that. Well, I truly believe it. And those two are like dead because they were citizens. So I don't think any mafia is gone. I'm having strong suspicion about 1, 3, and 10. That's my strongest. And at the moment, I'm going to nominate number 3.
Number 3 accepted.
So yeah, number 4, you need to give me something because otherwise you're the next one. But to be fair, 1, 3, and 10 are my biggest. You two, you're fighting each other, but you know that you're both citizens. So I really love to play with you because you too, because I really believe that you two are
10
citizens.
seconds left.
So I would play with Mamba and Amerigo, and that's it from this. And 3, you're out for me.
Thank you, Miss Frenchie. That's your minute. We move on to player number 8, Miss Mamba. Your minute.
Thank you. So the only way to understand was it fake sheriff or not is the actual sheriff need to be revealed right now. Do we have any sheriff? Nobody's sheriff. So in this case, number 2 was a sheriff. So when she was going, she said number 1 and number 10 were suspicious. And she mentioned somebody else, but I don't remember. Number 9, are you sure? Did you hear this? This was number 9? Yeah. Do you hear as well? No, she said about you? Okay. So she actually said half of the thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so I nominate player number 1.
Number 1 accepted.
So why I'm doing this? Because first of all, because
10 seconds left.
Sheriff said this, and second because I believe that number 6 is red, and she believes that number 1 isn't.
Thank you, Miss Mamba. That's your minute. We move on to player number 9, Mr. Merrigo. Your minute.
Morning. I believe that the only, I think the Mamba is wrong in one opinion that no reason to reveal as a sheriff on it when you have nothing to say. So he checked 7. 7 was killed into the night. Why she need to be revealed as a mafia? Because she was what she just can go away and do nothing. So I'm nominating number 3.
Number 3 supported.
Yeah, because his opinion about that we still have and pointing on me without like
10 seconds.
some real reason. So I will vote against him.
Thank you, Mr. Merrigo. That's your minute. We move on to player number 10, Miss Fortune. Your minute.
So I think that if number 2 was a sheriff, it just happened. This explanation just happened. Like, it's impossible she forgot about this. She was under threat with a lot of, and she didn't reveal herself. How would we know you are a red player without revealing? Because you behaved dark. Not sure. I will wait if somebody will reveal later. I nominate number 3.
Number 3 supported.
Maybe next for me will be number 4. Just not say anything. Don't know. We don't have any support for the red team. Pass.
Thank you, Miss Fortune. We move on to player number 1, Miss Phoenix. Your minute.
Okay, with that, yeah, I'm gonna support the nomination of player number 3. That was super weird. It was like, and once again, what I was saying before is like his speeches hasn't been really consistent. He used to play a little bit more active, more dynamic. So it's like, could be you're tired, but right now you're looking really tired. For me, why me? No, why me? It's like I was playing with you since the beginning. And number 6, she didn't even mention me first. She nominated number 3. So it's like, I would say probably the most darkest players in the table are number 3, maybe number 10, but we don't have a sheriff. she could be mafia. That could be a strategy. Well, that's what you were saying. But even though it's like
10 seconds.
I do believe that she was sheriff actually. But what's the point just checking 7? It's like we cannot double check.
And thank you, Ms. Phoenix. That's your minute. That concludes the discussion portion of the day. Please remove all hands and elbows from the table, and no gesturing is allowed from now on. We have 2 players up for nomination, player number 3 and player number 1. I'll repeat, player number 3 and player number 1. Who would like to vote player number 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. And who would like to vote player number 1? 3. Thank you. So unfortunately, player number 3, you were voted out with prison. You have 1 final minute. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Give him a round of applause as he's now leaving our table. And I declare the end of the game and the victory of the Mafia. Mafia members were player number 10, player number 4, and Mafia John player number 1, Sheriff was player number 2.
Oh.